Hello, welcome to this webinar. It's a good day that the Lord has made. My name is Emmanuel Bountiful. Today I'll be sharing about relevance after the pandemic. Okay, in some states the lockdown has been eased, in some states they are still locked down. I was supposed to share this before now, but I had some glitch, but I'm happy I'm going to still share this so you can actually benefit from this, because there's so many things you need to be aware of and then be able to start applying right now to stay relevant after this pandemic is over. Okay, so welcome again. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for tuning in to watch this. I really appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. You can always subscribe to the YouTube channel to get updates about any of our new updates. And I would also love you to drop your comments or feedback. You can also join our Telegram channel. Okay, all right, so thank you so much. Okay, let's get started without wasting any of the time. Okay, all right, so let's go. What we are going to discuss today is going to be on the challenges, the change phase. Oh, sorry about this error. The change phase, the affected sectors and businesses, surviving businesses, and relevant skills after COVID-19. Okay, all right. So just as this business has shattered lives, disrupted markets, and exposed the competence or lack thereof of governments, it will lead to permanent shifts in political and economic power in ways that will become apparent only later. Now, if you watch, when this pandemic kicked out, we saw the incompetence of our government when it comes to the health sector. We saw the lapses. We saw so many things that was not set up, and it's actually an eye opener that gave everyone an insight about what is happening in Nigeria, how our governments have been embezzling funds and all that, and mismanagement of funds, the type of leaders we actually have. So basically, this disease opened a whole lot of things. It opened the minds of people, and it's going to also cause a lot of disruptions in the market, and it's going to open opportunities and also close down opportunities. Okay, all right. Ponder on this. Think like you are in a desert and you have two tools, your phone and internet. It just feels like as if we're starting from scratch. Some people are starting from scratch, people are starting from somewhere. Some people are just like, okay, they want to have a refresh of life again. For some people, it feels like, okay, we're just starting 2020 to an extent, or 2020 is yet to start, and all that. But whichever way it is, think outside the box. Think there is like no boss. Think like, okay, you just have only two tools. How can you start? How can you grow? How can you develop yourself? How can you make impact? How can you start making money back again? Okay, so just have that ideology, have that mindset towards this COVID-19. How can you be able to start making more money back as you used to? Or if you've not started making money, you start thinking of how to make money. Okay, so the challenges after this pandemic: there's going to be government policy change, monetary policy change, limited access to funds, limited opportunities. Downside, a lot of it is actually happening currently, and then there's going to be a scale of preference and opportunity cost. Basically, a lot of people are going to be weighing options right now between option A, option B. Which one favors me? Which one that favors them? They don't have any sympathy, or they're not being empathetic to say, oh, okay, because of option A has been so nice to me, but I have option B. I can actually go for option B and save myself costs for now, But a lot of these things are going to be happening, and a whole lot of challenges are going to come up after the pandemic. Okay, now the change journey, I call it the pandemic phase. Okay, we're going to have market changes. Yeah, the market is going to change. There's going to be market force change in the way supply chains and all the whole rest of it. A whole lot of things are going to happen in the market where people, it's not just markets of, okay, buying and selling goods like, okay, stores and all that. We're talking about the financial market, okay. Also, we're going to be seeing policy adjustments, rebuilding period. There's going to be a rebuilding period where everybody's trying to rebuild and try to start back up and all that. And then we're going to record some initial successes, people are going to be bouncing back and making some strides and making some moves and making something come out, right? And then we're going to also have the stage of sustainability and growth. Now, these are going to be the possible change phase that people are going to go through, most businesses are going to go through, and we as entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs also adapt to these kind of changes, you know. All right, so affected businesses and sectors. All right, now currently these are list of affected businesses and sectors: the hospitality, tourism, traditional media houses, sports business and activities, manufacturing, credit facility houses, event management, catering services, entertainment industry, clearing and forwarding, importation and exportation businesses, and fitness business. A whole lot. Educational institutions are closed down. Construction, real estate, all these businesses and more. Automobile too are also closed down. They are actually affected. So a whole lot of businesses are actually affected in this lockdown. Now, there's a chart here showing the potential losers and the potential winners. Okay. Now, you could see the potential winners on this chart: the agriculture, the e-commerce, the ICT sector, the personal and healthcare sector, the food and processing retail platforms, and medical supply and services. Okay, potential losers, like I said, is the automobiles, the aviation and maritime, tourism and leisure, construction and real estate, manufacturing, financial services, and education. These are like the chart that gives you an overview of platforms or sectors of businesses that have actually closed down or affected because of this COVID-19. These affected businesses and sectors will not only experience change in operations but heavy downsizing. Yes, it's happening right now. I was reading something this morning and I saw a whole lot of information that talks about this downsizing. The OPay company is downsizing, Wakana downsizing. A whole lot of private businesses are also going to be downsizing because the cost of management will also increase, and they also have to save themselves. You know, it's business, and that's why we're having this webinar, so you have an overview of what's going on, of things that are happening, and how you can be able to leverage on what's happening and be able to still stay in game and you still make money for yourselves. Okay, all right. So here are surviving businesses and sectors during the pandemic. Okay, surviving businesses and sectors during the pandemic: the logistics, the e-commerce, the health sectors, the superstores and supermarkets. People that are in this business that are making money, that are still in business, they have not closed down. The security, cyber security, and physical securities. When I say about physical security, a lot of people are employing security guards to come protect them because of security challenges that could arise around them. People coming to want to steal and all the stuff. So the people are going to be employing security guards to help them stay safe. And then cyber security, a lot of phishing websites are being developed today to steal people's money. So you have to be very, very careful of the links you click. You have to be very, very careful of the apps you download and all that. So a whole lot of things are actually happening. People are trying to steal information from people. People are trying to build platforms that would take money from people and all that. So we have to also be careful about that. So, but the cybersecurity guys are also up and running, trying to protect organizations that employ their services to be able to stay safe and protected, both their money and everything, the information that are very vital. They're also protecting it. So. And then also the creative industry, the designers, the programmers, the content creators, the digital educators, all of them, the cleaning companies too, right? Yeah, all of them are actually surviving. They are all out there today. Even the cleaning businesses, they are also going to survive after the COVID-19 because most companies have been locked down for a long time and they need these people to clean up and sanitize the whole environment. So these people are going to be surviving and also making money. So you could see areas you can easily tap in and slot in yourself and then and plug in. It's like a plug-in right now. You just have to plug in yourself wherever there's money. Okay. All right. So relevant businesses and sectors after the pandemic. Okay. Like I mentioned earlier, the food business, the businesses that are surviving after during this pandemic will also survive after the pandemic. Okay, right. So there's a list of other stuff that was added here. The digital currency trading, people are going to be making money through cryptocurrencies and the rest of it, which you also need to put your mind into. I have a video on that we had our amazing speaker that talked about understanding cryptocurrencies and all that. You could also check it out on our YouTube channel. Okay, and then we also have personal shoppers. People are going to be scared of going to shops to go and buy stuff for themselves. So they will need your service as a personal shopper to come and buy for them, and save them the stress of going to the market and being infected. Okay, so we also saw it. We were also seeing the travel industry that are also going to bounce back. Yes, they're going to bounce back because a lot of people are stuck in the countries that they don't that's the original base. Okay, so they're going to be looking for a way to go back to their homes and all that. So the travel industry is going to receive a slight boom, not an amazing boom, just a slight, people traveling and all that. And there will be a lot of checks. Like right now, traveling to most countries will be very, very top scrutinized. It will be very, very tough and all that. So you have to brace up for a lot of security checks and all that, And then we also have the creatives too, and the digital teachers and educators, the cleaning companies, like I mentioned earlier, the communication companies, and the physiotherapists. Okay, yeah. All right. So next is bonus areas to start taking serious. Yeah, affiliate marketing. You have to start looking for companies that are offering affiliate commissions and all that to promote their products and get commissions. Okay, and then cryptocurrency and digital money. Okay, you have to start taking those areas seriously, because even when during this pandemic, it received a shock. Like how would I call it in a simpler term? There was a drop in the prices and all that, but in few weeks, we started seeing a whole lot of growth and increase in price and value, and people were pumping into the market and all that. So you need to start taking this area serious. We've also been having trainings on how to trade cryptocurrencies and all that. Then also forex and crypto trading. It's also a skill that you need to learn how to. You can also trade with the money you have to make for your own money for yourself. Don't just go joining companies and investing money there. Be conscious about your money, and then where you put it into. Let it be valued. Let it be placed that you are so sure about of the returns and the authenticity of their platform. Okay, don't just drop into platforms. There are a lot of platforms that are out there that are looking for your money. They take the one you have and give it empty and leave it empty. Sorry. Okay, and then also the e-commerce industry. A lot of people will start ordering from their homes and all that. So you should also look at these key areas. It's very serious that you need to focus on it. Okay, we're going to talk about needs and wants, and 75% of the world would focus on essentials, and if you are not into the essentials during and after the pandemic, your business will take a while to bounce back. Now I'm talking to the entrepreneurs that or aspiring entrepreneurs. Okay, the idea is to look into essentials you can venture into. So look out for essentials, the things that people need on a daily and all that. So you have to differentiate the needs versus wants, and answer the question of what people actually need or what people actually want, and see how you could actually use yourself as an example. What do you need currently? What do I really want right now that I can't do without it on a daily basis? So if you make a list of that, out of those lists you're going to finally find something that you are going to use or venture into to start making money for yourselves. Okay, start with the questions. As an entrepreneur, who are your customers and the audience? Is my business defined as sorry, I made a mistake, strategized? And then what resources do I have? You have to start asking those questions as an entrepreneur. Okay, and here is my bonus tip for entrepreneurs. Right now, it's not the time for you to decide or to look for how to make profits. Now, empathize with the customer, offer extra value, focus on low profit. Repeat 1, 2, 3 always. I don't know if you get that. Empathize with your customers, offer extra value, low profit focus. Now what that means is you have to, when your customers approach you, you have to bring your sympathy cap on. You have to wear sympathy cap. Okay, you have to wear that always, because right now most people don't really have money. So don't be mean and harsh. Okay, then offer extra value, and then low cost, low profit focus. Don't look at making extra profit. Let's just start small. All of us are trying to bounce back. Okay, so as an entrepreneur, you have to look at this angle and see how you can attach it to your business, and I promise you're going to receive a good reward for that, because people are going to start trusting you. Most businesses that are mean, that are not friendly, that don't empathize with the customer, they don't offer extra value, they are rigid and all that, trust me, a lot of people are going to move away from them to all other businesses. Okay, so we're getting close. Okay, yeah, so sorry, yeah, so relevant skills after this pandemic. What skills should you start learning right now? One is adaptability and flexibility. Very key. If you're not flexible, I don't know how you're going to survive after this pandemic, because companies will be looking at for people that are very flexible. Okay, and then you can easily adapt to new situations. Okay, and then being tech savvy. Like, you can't rule this out. You have to start learning the tech stuff and being able to apply them, you know, in real life cases. You have to start taking tech skills seriously. Okay, creativity and innovation. You don't miss with this one. You don't mess up with this one, because you have to be very creative. You have to start thinking outside the box. Okay, what can I add to my business? What can I do? What extra value can I add? You know, you have to start doing that and be innovative as much as possible. Look out for tools that could help your business grow. Okay, and data literacy. Okay, this is one key skill that will also make a lot of money, because not just knowing about data, being able to apply data to businesses and to business language and business models and bring results for the company. So you have to learn these skills. You could Google data literacy education platforms where you can go or learn for it. Some are paid, some are free. Utilize those opportunities. Okay, then critical thinking, we kind of emphasize this, and then digital and coding skills. I've said this enough. And then leadership skills. People with leadership skills are going to have much focus on, because people are downcast there right now, and they really want to move forward in life, and they're really looking for how to start back and stay on track and all that. So they need people that they could look up to as leaders, that they can pull them through. Okay, so leadership skill is something that will be very relevant after this pandemic. Storytelling, being able to tell story, interpret the story, and to also make sales, okay, with the story, and also impact life with the story. Then emotional intelligence, emotional intelligence, and then also communication skills, good communication skills. Being able to communicate very well to your large audience is one of the key skills you need to start acquiring during this pandemic, for the post-pandemic period. Okay, and then public speaking skills. It's also very, very important. Okay, so I'm going to this is the end. We'll come to the end of the session. I do hope you got value for your time. I do hope you got value for watching and tuning in. I deeply appreciate. You could always reach out to me on WhatsApp 08135242755, and also you can email me at bountiful@stniger.com, and then you could join our WhatsApp our Telegram channel. Okay, so I really want to show you something. It's like a bonus tip on something I was trying to prepare. Okay, now I'm going to look at I want you to look at this key stuff. It's from The Richest Man in Babylon. So this is like a bonus point. If you would If you would have advice about jewels, go to the jewel merchant. If you want to know the truth about the sheep, go to the herdsman. Advice is one thing that is really given, but watch what you take from what is what given. He who takes advice from his saving about his savings from who is inexperienced in such matters shall pay with his savings for proving falsity of their opinions. Now, why am I mentioning this? A lot of people are coming up with so many platforms telling you that you should invest in it, to put your money there, to join this platform, that you put your money there, the money is going to grow in 30 days in these things. You should be careful of what you listen to and all that. Okay, it's very, very key. It's very, very key. So what we do at the basics is to make sure that we share, and as much as we share, we also give you the opportunity to make a decision for yourself, and we'll look at how ways to be able to impact people and give them value for every single time they listen to us or we have anything to share. Okay, now I want to bring out these 3 key lessons that you must take away from this session, which is 1, learn to live upon less than you could earn. Now what that means is you have to, right now, as a matter of importance, you have to cut down on your expenses as a person. You have to cut down on things. I actually did my own cut down, man. I was watching Netflix almost every time, and I was burning data. So I was one day calculating the whole thing. Yeah, it's more money, but anything that is taken away from you, you need to cut it down. You know, it's taking money from you. In 2 months that we're indoors, we have taken a chunk amount of money when you are not making back money inside. So it's something that you need to watch as an individual. So I used to watch Netflix. I was like, every time I buy data, I sell affordable data. So basically, so I watch Netflix every time. So I got to discover another platform. I wrote about this on my blog. I wrote about this because people need to find an alternative. Like I said, opportunity cost. You know, people are going to scale up preference. Which one would they actually go for because of they're trying to save costs for themselves. Okay, so I saw another platform that could offer me amazing movies and then also save me cost on buying data. Now, I'm not trying to talk down on the company. Netflix is an amazing company. They have a lot of collections of amazing movies and the whole rest of it. But currently, I did not see them empathize with their users to reduce the prices of what people are watching. You know, I didn't see that happen. So that means a lot. You know, even if it is 10%, even if it's 5%, it's something. But they didn't reduce that. And like I said, it's empathy. You have to be empathetic with your users, because if you are not, they are going to move away. Like me, I've moved. I just talked about I've moved from them because, and before then, I gave other people access to be able to watch. You know, I'm usually so busy and I don't always watch them, but I always watch it when I'm free, and I consume a whole lot of time in watching and seeing the movies. But I watch what I watch actually. You know, so I've moved to another platform, and now in this platform I can experience so much. You know, I could download a whole lot of movies in HD clear format, and I download and enjoy it. Now, so here is the difference about Netflix and other platform. The other platform, all you just have to do is to buy your data, find a movie, download and watch and go. Now on Netflix, you have to subscribe to access the platform. Now when you buy data to when you pay to access the platform, the next thing that happens is you have to start paying to buying data to watch those videos that you paid access to here. So when we are back, all of us are making a whole lot of money. We can always go back to Netflix. But right now that we're trying to grow and trying to save costs for ourselves, well, we could look for other alternatives, right? Okay. So like I said, learn to also seek advice from people that share from their experience. Okay, and then learn how to make money work for you. Okay, gold is money and all that. So All right, so thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate this section with you. Okay, and then this stuff, I think this stuff right here, I think I saw it today when I was reading something. I was trying to find out some information. You see, there's a whole lot of measures that are going to go on, and companies are going to merge with some companies that are stronger than them and all that. So a whole lot of things is going to happen. So brace up, find skills that you can learn and make money for yourselves. You know, it's very important you start looking and taking all these things seriously, because the world is moving to a very different stage and you don't have to be caught unawares. Okay, all right, so thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for watching. You could send me your questions to me on WhatsApp. You could email me. You could email me, or you can send me a message on WhatsApp. So yeah, so thank you so much. I would love to hear from you, and I do hope you got value for your time. All right, thank you so much. All right, so have a wonderful day.